Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Diana. Today is day 161 of my HRT and day 131 since I started estrogen. So, let's get to it. Physical updates. Um, not too much. Same old in terms of changes, body changes, physical changes. There is, however, a change I would like to note, which is that it's not so much a change, but rather a something I'm doing, which is I've decided to record my measurements, specifically my bust, my bust. That's what I'm gonna be measuring. I'm gonna keep track of it on a weekly basis, measure the growth. Hopefully, with time, it will show the growth rate and how much I've grown. um, and then after a certain amount of time, I want to try and change to the second estrogen, which is the progesterone, I believe it's called, and then see if that affects the growth rate of my chest, my bust. I mean, um, yeah, so that's the plan. We're gonna be measuring things and we're gonna be documenting the growth rates, and then we're gonna be figuring out if changing the estrogen if changing the estrogen will affect the growth rate of the chestal area. At least for me, right? So yeah, it'll be a very interesting sort of study. I will not tell you guys my measurements right now because I'm not comfortable with it. But when I've gotten some growth in, I will be sure to let you guys know. I will be sure to share the results with you guys. I'll be more than happy to share it with you guys after the fact. Anyways, moving on. Mm, so today is International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day. Technically it was yesterday. And which brings me to why I was late to this video today. It was because I was out with my friends and we were dancing all night. And yeah. And as a result of dancing, I noticed something. I noticed how out of shape I am because I had cramps while I was dancing. I don't know if it was because I ate too much before or it was like I'm out of shape. Like I had some really crazy cramps while I was dancing. So so that's an indication of how out of shape I am. Moving on. Today I would like to share with you guys a story. The story is about me. I one day I went to order food. Oh, sorry. Let me start this off again. The story is actually about stairs, or rather, people staring. So now let's go on to the story. The story is I went to a fast food restaurant one night to order some food, and as soon as I walked through the door, there was this guy standing at the counter, and he was like, I don't know, he was like an Uber delivery kind of person, like food delivery kind of person, and he looked like he was like significantly older than me. Like nothing wrong with that, right? I don't mind. I'm just giving you guys the context. He was significantly older than me, and he was of I don't know if this matters or not, but context, and just trying to give you guys as much detail as I can. He was Indian, and he had his like he had some food on his hand, and he was waiting for more to deliver, and yeah So basically, that's the guy. He's standing here. I walk into the door. As soon as I walk in, he turns his body, like he turns his head and he turns his body and stares right at me, like squarely right at me. And it was the most uncomfortable stare I've ever experienced in my life. Like he would just like stare right at me, and I was like, so like I get it, right? Sometimes I walk in, people would look at me, and like I get it, right? That doesn't bother me, right? They take a look, and then maybe they look a little too long. I'm okay with that too. But like he was so uncomfortably staring at me, and I'm thinking, oh my god. So walk up to the counter. Now I'm like almost right next to him, and he's still staring squarely at me with his whole shoulders and body. And I'm like, oh no, what's happening? So I order my food, and the guy tells me, okay, is it okay if you wait 5 minutes for it? I'm like, okay. Can I order the other thing? And then he's like, oh, well, that's gonna be like 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'll take that 2 minute one instead. So, so I ended up after I order, I'm like awkwardly standing there, and he's like right there, still staring at me, like I look over every couple of seconds to see if he's still staring, and he is, like not, like every 30 seconds when I was saying, and then I was like, what the heck, like inside, and then so I moved away from the cashier and moved to like a booth, and like sort of put my back to him, right, and sort of just ducked, right, and he he moves himself across and stares right into my booth, and I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? So so at this point I got so uncomfortable. I got up, and then I'm like I don't know what to do, right? So I positioned myself behind another person who was in line, who was just standing there, like talking to somebody else. So I stood behind him while he's like over here. So now I got him blocking for me, sort of, and then like I'm like ducking a little bit so he can't see me. And then he moves back to his original spot, and then he keeps staring at me, and I'm like, what? And so I'm like, now I'm like moving this way to keep the guy in the middle, right? And then the guy in the middle sits down. So now I can't, like, now I got nowhere to hide. And then, well, basically the point here is that I was really uncomfortable. I felt like he was really, really rude to me, and I feel like I should have said something. Mm, on hindsight now, I regret my decision to hide. I feel like I should have stood up for myself. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I felt like I should have stood up for myself. I felt like hiding was not the right answer there. Now, I understand that you don't always want to have these confrontations with people, and I don't, right? I'm not a very confrontational person. I don't like confrontations. I like to get as far away from confrontation as far as away gets, right? But afterwards, the whole night, I felt like I was thinking to myself, well, A, he was being really rude to me, right? Like, if, like, look, I get it. If you're staring at me, you have something to say, you can say it to me, right? I don't mind if you have something to say, right? But he didn't. He just, and then it made me feel like I was hiding and running, and I didn't like that feeling. So, on hindsight now, I wish I would have said something to him, something along the lines of, "Can I help you, sir? Can I help you, sir?" That's like something like that, right? I'm not sure it would have done anything. I'm not even sure it was a good idea. I'm just saying that this is how I feel. And if any of you have a good idea, or a better idea, or just another idea, please leave a comment below. I will definitely read it, and I'm sure everybody would appreciate some extra knowledge. Yeah. So that's the story. Um, yeah, if you guys have experienced it as well, let me know. Let me hear about it. Let me know I'm not crazy. Like like let me know if I am crazy, because if you guys think that he's just staring at me and it's okay and that I overreacted, let me know, right? I feel like I wasn't overreacting. And yeah, so that's that. Let's leave it at that. We're moving on now. So I was out with my friends and this topic came up. It's it's I'm about to share with you guys something that I never even thought of like sharing, because I didn't realize it was something that I should share. But so this topic came up when I was with my friends, and it's about lipstick or lip gloss. You'll see, it works out the same for both. So it's a little trick I picked up a while ago, and I never even thought about it. Like, I don't even think about it anymore. That's how, like, sort of, yeah. That's how second nature it is to me. Um, so a lot of times, for those of you who is new to applying makeup, or specifically lipstick and lip gloss, freshly applying this stuff, hang on 1 second. So generally, a problem will happen when you first apply lip gloss or lipstick. You get it stuck on your teeth after a while. Like, if you start talking for a little bit, and then it's just like it's all over your teeth. Like right now. You see it's all over my teeth? So that's not cool, right? I'm gonna show you guys a trick. As soon as you've applied it, this is what you do. You take a finger and you do this. You see that? You kind of make the fish face around your finger. And what happens is you slowly pull your finger out, and that will remove all the excess lipstick that would have ended up on your teeth on your finger. As you can see here, I didn't have too much. I think it's because I wiped off a lot already. But when you do that, you won't get it on your teeth anymore. So you don't always have to worry about, like, do I have lipstick on my teeth? Do I have lipstick on my teeth? Do I have lipstick on my teeth? Like, so that's a very good trick, a very neat trick. I'm sure most of you already know, and for those of you who don't, here you go. Um, yeah, because we're not about leaving lipstick on our teeth, right? That's not us. That's not what we want. We want lipstick on our lips. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Um, I I actually, this is my third time recording this video, because I my second one, I finished recording it, and then I realized halfway through I accidentally stopped recording, so I have to go back and start over again, and here it is. Here we are. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please follow my social medias, and leave comments and questions below. Share your experience with like people staring at you, or tips and tricks on how you deal with people staring at you in a very rude way. Um, I know I would appreciate it, so thank you very much. So good night. Happy International Women's Day. Yay!